Hello F1 fans, welcome back to another reading for the Formula 1 2025 season. This is a niche reading, or as they say here in the good old US of A, this is a niche reading. But they seem to do well, so I'm glad because I'm enjoying doing them. So we're going to do, I've reduced the amount of cards that I'm going to use for this reading. I'm going to use the same deck I used for my weekly reading, which is the Ocean Tarot deck, because it's been a bit of an emotional week. There's been a lot of news. We have Max Verstappen staying at Red Bull, announcing he's going to be there for 2026. We have good old Fred Vasseur, woohoo, staying at Ferrari and making a big announcement that he's going to stay, which I'm so glad about. I don't know if you remember back to my quick and dirty tarot card pulls, but I said that he was going to stay. He's the magician, and that's what he got, and that's what he is. He's going to stay. So it's been an emotional week, everybody. So let's do it. We're going to use the Ocean Tarot deck, which is, a watery, emotional, deep kind of deck. So let's get cracking and see what comes up. So I have quali, race, and who's going to win. And let's just see what happens from there, okay? So qualifying tomorrow, Hungary 2025. 7 of Coral. Coral in this deck, let me zoom in here. Coral in this deck is Wands. So the 7 of Wands is about being on high ground, fending people off, but you have the upper hand. So what do I get from this for qualifying? 7 of Coral. Yeah, someone is going to have the upper hand over somebody else. Now, generally, lately, it's been, let's see, this guy and this guy. So I feel like one of them or someone is going to have a significant upper hand over everybody else, and will be able to kind of swat everybody else away pretty handily. Yeah, I feel like someone's gonna, it may not be a, 100th of a second between pole and second. I think it'll be more than that, and whoever gets pole position, it will be by a decent margin, which of course in Formula 1 can mean like a 10th of a second rather than 100th. But I still think that someone's going to have the upper hand the whole qualifying, Q1, Q2, and Q3. So yeah, let's move on to the race. So for the sugar, the race we have the Fool. Now the Fool is all about newness and a new beginning, starting again. Someone setting off on a journey, fresh and naive and full of hope and dreams, and someone young and naive, and I said naive, someone who isn't weighed down by life's burdens yet. So I am wondering, will we get a new winner for this year? Someone who hasn't won yet this year? Or maybe even someone who hasn't won at all yet. Is someone going to get their first race win in F1 this weekend? On the flip side, it could mean someone does something foolish. Something quite immature maybe, or does or says something quite naive that affects things. But the first thing that I get from this is it's the newness aspect of the Fool. And also, you know, rookies in Formula One are basically the Fool. They're starting off from fresh, no previous F1 experience. It's basically the Fool's journey, the hero's journey. So I wonder, are we going to have a new 2025 winner? Or new winner for in the season of 2025? That's what I get from that anyway. And it's a major arcana card, so it's a big deal. And then, who is going to win? Two of Spears. Spears is swords. And the Two of Swords is usually like a no decision yet made. Can't decide something. I can't see where I'm going. I don't know what to do. Being on the horns of a dilemma. Which way should I go? I don't know which decision to make. So that either means that in the grand scheme of things, it's not decided yet. Anything could happen. Or it could be that two of the drivers clash, almost nullifying each other out. We need to draw another card on that. So let's see. Who is going to win? We need a clarifier. Clarifier for the Two of Spears. Clarify. Who's going to win? Clarifying the Two of Spears. Okay. Page of Treasure or Page of Pentacles. Well, it's either going to be Lando Norris or Danny Rick. I mean, am I right or am I right or am I right or am I right? Right. We know Danny Rick isn't an F1 anymore. Page of Pentacles. I think this is Lando's to lose. I think it's Lando's to lose. He has the race win in his hands. Let's draw another card. See? Anxiety, Nine of Spears is the Nine of Swords. Anxiety, worry, depression. It is all up to Lando, whether he wins or not. The ball is in his court. And Seven of Treasure, Seven of Pentacles, patience. So I think this is Lando's to lose. It's not saying that he's going to win. I think he could win, but it's going to be up to him whether or not he can get out of his own head. So let's pull a card. Will Lando win in Hungary? I think this is why it's so undecided, because it's up to Lando to get out of his own head, get out of his own way. He can win. You can do this, Lando. I believe in you. Will Lando win on Sunday? Ooh, King of Treasure, King of Pentacles. Well, that's a yes card. And it's in Hungary, and he looks quite, I don't know, I don't, Hungarian, is that the right word? He looks like he's from that kind of region, although maybe I'm thinking of Turkey. But yeah, King of Treasure is a yes card. It's the King of Pentacles. It's the king who has everything he could possibly need or want. He's grounded, he's loyal, he's hardworking, he's trustworthy, he has everything he needs. That sounds like Lando. That's what Lando could be. So that's a yes card. So I really, like, I want to do a card for Oscar as well, because, you can probably tell I'm a Lando fan. So I try not to be too biased in these readings, but you know, readers have their biases just like everybody else. So I try not to be. Will Oscar win on Sunday? Will Oscar win? Oh, okay. Ooh, three of Spears. That's a no. Three of Spears is the Three of Swords, which means heartbreak, separation, loss. And look at her there, she's looking at this shipwreck. So I think if Lando can get out of his own way, see him there, if he can get out of his own head, come on Lando, and he's patient, he can do it. Anyway, enjoy the Hungarian Grand Prix. I will be getting up early to watch. This, maybe it's going to be Lando's first win at Hungary. Has he won before? I have to look that up. I feel like he did last year. Did he? When he broke the trophy that they had specially made. Anyway, I'll look that up. But this is something new about the race on Sunday. Someone new. Something is going to happen that's new. Come on, Lando, we believe in you. Anyway, this has been your I can't talk. It's been a long day. Your Hungarian Grand Prix Formula 1 tarot reading. I hope you enjoy the race on Sunday. I'm going to be getting up early for it because I'm in America. Be there or be square and enjoy the race.